Woman who has a birthday next Friday, when she will reach the age of 30. So 60. many more years of darts in the talented, very talented Anastasia Dobromyslova. But she knows she's got a game on here against Lorraine Winstanley, who plays with, it seems, often a smile on her face. And
81.
Who has a job and a half here to try and beat Dobromyslova over a best of 9 legs, especially 30. As the Russian has the throw. So Alan Norris making a very good job of his commentary stint today. He'll be back later.
41.
But nice to see Richard Ashdown back with me, and very good performance from Dieter Hedman a few minutes ago. Excellent performance, and I think 45. This is going to be probably a closer encounter.
Yeah, I was impressed with Dieter. I was working on the spotting there for that particular match. They're keeping me busy today, John. Proper multitasking today. And you mentioned Hedman's performance.
81.
Well, really interesting situation in ladies darts right now with regards to the rankings. Dieter and Anastasia provisionally 60. Sharing the #1 spot. We could see a decider in the final.
Yes.
To see who takes that #1 spot into the World Championships.
But I've just read out, as you were on 81. Your way up the stairs, the impressive record for the player from Russia, who now lives in Ellesmere Port. I don't suppose they've heard of Ellesmere Port in most of Russia, but that's where she lives, and a remarkable record that she's got just for 2014.
Yeah, it's incredible. As I mentioned in the introductions, a holder of 11.
137.
Hedman currently holds 12, this being one of them.
Yes.
So Dobromyslova could overtake her with one more ranking title and take that #1 spot.
20.
Hedman's held that position for many a year, but Dobromyslova, fantastic 2014, would love to get this match off to a good start, and she does so. Double 10 with that final dart, takes a 1-0 lead against her regular pairs partner on the circuit, Lorraine Winstanley.
60.
Good friends on and off the hockey.
Yes, it's always the case, isn't it? Once you're up there on the hockey, it doesn't matter how friendly you are. We sometimes have the hybrid brothers, of course, over on the PDC circuit playing against each other. And brothers they may be, but certainly on the hockey it's very, very competitive. And that goes for these two great friends, and as you say, partners in the doubles game. But Winstanley here has a fair share of titles: Gold Cup, British Open, Scottish Open twice, Swedish Open, Welsh Masters. So she's no stranger to the big stage, is she?
Absolutely. She was a winner over in Isle of Man earlier this year as well. Swedish Open, she defended her title last month. She won it last year, did it again this year. Tournament she enjoys over there in Malmo.
60.
From near Buxton, a place called Flag. Pass it on the Ashbourne Road when I'm going down to that
81.
neck of the woods from East Manchester, where I live.
Yeah, and she plays her county darts in Yorkshire.
Yes, oh yes.
60.
Oh, a nice, neat and tidy 60, but is it enough?
Anastasia, you require 167.
167. Triple 20 needed with the first dart. Full short, so no check out. And Stanley returns for a 2-dart finish. 100.
Lorraine, you require 100.
Triple 20, double top. Sounds straightforward. Well, the treble now would leave. Well, I like this. 2 double tops. Got the first. 60. Unlucky. Really enjoy that when the players, rather than aiming for the smaller treble, aim for the bigger double with the first dart. But hang on, shot on here. bull.
Oh, bullseye. Well, what a finish 99. That would be. Might have stolen a golden 40. Moment away from you there, Richard, had she got it. Because it looked threatening, but that's it. And that'll do from Winstanley. One apiece. Both legs have gone with throw.
Game on.
Yes, I just sense this will be a lot closer than the previous game.
100.
Excited about that double attempt.
Yes.
And going back to it, it's good to see, especially from the lady players. You won't see many lady players going for that. Now, I think it's like the men's, it's just going to develop into a standard shot.
Yes.
It took a while, but it certainly...
80 with 2 darts. You see more and more players, as you say, going for the 2 doubles rather than a treble and a double.
100.
Yes, Kong is watching. Not King Kong this weekend, but he has his moments.
I'll tell you what, there are plenty out there watching as well. The atmosphere is really great on the stage, not just for the matches themselves, but in between the games.
100.
The good, they're enjoying themselves. There was a real buzz here at the Spa for the British Open. We're celebrating, of course, the 40th edition of this great old tournament.
26.
Yes, I did mention earlier the fact that there have been multiple winners in the shape of Eric Bristow 4 times in the men's, John Lowe twice, Lazarenko twice, and Martin Adams twice. But it ain't going to be thrice for Martin Adams. Lost to Martin Phillips in the men's quarter-finals. We'll be having the men's semi-finals coming up as soon as this particular match is finished. And here she is looking to add another title to those that she's won impressively this year, and of course in previous years too.
88.
Champion Dobromyslova in 3 years.
60.
2008.
Anastasia, you require 42.
Break before she won it again, but she defended in 2013 successfully. Now she's looking at double 8.
16.
And well ahead.
Yeah, if you're going to slip like that, going for double 16, that was the time to do it. With your opponent back on 2-7-3. Lorraine will know, of course, that she has the darts.
Anastasia, you require
16. She has to break the darts at some point because Dobromyslova won the ball backstage.
Yes, that's game shot. Down the third leg. Anastasia Dobromyslova.
2 legs to 1 lead.
Lorraine to throw first. Game on.
Lorraine will reset after an indifferent third leg. All set for this, the 4th.
Yes, that's one thing about darts. When you have a really disappointing leg, you have to put it behind you and come back, and she did very impressively there. That says as much about her character as about her ability to be able to put that really poor leg behind her and kick off with a 140.
85.
And Anastasia just dropping a little short with the last dart. She was hoping to equal the score that the Yorkshire lass had posted. I was saying earlier,
100.
30 on Friday. Oh, she'd like to make this an early birthday present.
45.
Well, there's a former men's champion, Daryl Fitton. Enjoying the action. Friends.
100.
Anastasia. From the Cheshire setup.
That's right. I played in the same league as Daryl, indeed Tony O'Shea, for going back a long time, Richard, to the early 80s when they were young 43. Men and I was middle-aged.
I'm glad you said that, John.
Yes, and had some good scrapes with them. In fact, Tony O'Shea played on the same Super League team.
60.
He went on. I didn't.
Oh, you did, but just down a different road.
A different road, you might say, yes. I perhaps talked a better game than ever played.
133. Anastasia, you require 150.
Leave her on 40. What a recovery from that very indifferent leg earlier. Another treble 20 and there would have been interesting.
100. Lorraine, you require 40.
This is exactly what Lorraine would have wanted.
Yes,
16
dart
dart leg. It's a whole
Lorraine
throw.
Winstanley.
To make it 2-2
to throw first.
in this British Open semi-final. First to 5, so a bit more time on their side than they were playing in the earlier rounds. All of the top lady players here this weekend.
Yes, it's great to see them, isn't it? So many of them. We were saying that there've always been a number of top lady
66.
players, and I went through some of the players who've won this in previous years, going back to the halcyon days, as I call them, with Maureen Flowers, Linda Batten, Sharon Colclough.
41.
My great friend, there was Sandra Greatbrat, she came a little later. Sandy Earnshaw, great friend of mine from Rochdale.
60.
Great players, you know. Mandy Solomons. They were all very, very capable, very able players.
And the great Frances Hunzelar.
She came, yes, of course, a little later, and now recently retired.
Absolutely, was just going to say one of the all-time greats, sadly no longer playing on the ladies circuit. Hopefully she visits now and again to our tournaments. Be great to see the Dutch crown.
41.
And now, of course, we have a whole host of modern players, and one of the greats is this one.
Yeah, the ladies' game really in good shape at the moment as Anastasia switches to the more open treble 19.
80.
The likes of Zoe Jones from Worcestershire and Fallon Sherrock, who's originally from my county of Bedfordshire. Two young ladies at a former world youth.
140.
And now moving on into the high ranks in the seniors. It's great to see. Dutch player Aileen de Graaf, watch out for her. Superb player, and could challenge the ladies side. Really is good times for ladies darts, just when they, they've increased the lineup at Lakeside to 16. It's the right time now to push on for them.
60.
There's a ladies darts organisation separate event held here on Friday. Lisa Ashton, the current world champion, picked up that particular title away from the main stage.
60.
So ladies game over.
Lorraine, you require 134.
Lisa's a great friend, of course, and she's from Bolton. She's done remarkably well over the years. Oh, wonderful darts here. Oh, that would have been an absolutely brilliant finish. And what a difference it would have made to this game. Still could, of course. She'll come back for 32. Now we know she will. What a great effort that from Lorraine Winstanley.
Yeah, the timing was perfect when we were bigging up the ladies' game there, and Lorraine almost with a 1-3-4. Now she'll settle for a 32 checkout on double 4.
Yes,
she's done it. A great pressure dart, and indeed a break of throw for Lorraine Winstanley.
Sixth leg, it's Lorraine to throw first.
Yes, the first break of throw of the match, and you mentioned that she needs one at some stage during this contest in order to win it, because Anastasia has the benefit of the throwing first situation as a result of winning the ball, and now Lorraine has got that break. She knows that now she needs
96.
to hold her throw and make life very, very difficult for a young lady who has had so many successes,
100.
not only over her career but particularly during this calendar year. And it may be that we'll see the best brought out of Dobromyslova. Often situations like this do bring the best out of the really top players.
100.
.265 for Anastasia. Doesn't want a round ton. So she switches, picks off the 25 to leave a finish. Thinking about it. And Lorraine 201 now. Well, that one was of course not intentional.
41.
It does level the scores in this leg.
Anastasia, you require 160.
You can see, can't you, that this lady now has the advantage, but she snatched that one discernibly.
41.
Maybe a sign, Richard.
Lorraine, you require 160.
Just to get to it, she's not used to being on a losing.
100. Anastasia, you require 119.
Title of late, 119 here. Picks off the big 19, so treble 20. Back downstairs now with no checkout.
41.
Stanley and 60.
Lorraine, you require 60.
A firm stranglehold. They say a break's not a break unless you hold. This is for the hold. Double top.
20.
Well, so close,
Anastasia,
but a chance to make it 3 apiece, and perhaps now really start to motor, because tops will do just that.
38.
Oh, a chance gone. Now Winstanley for a 4-2 lead, and to put herself within 1 of a place in the final, no problem. And now 3 legs in a row to the Derbyshire-based Yorkshire lass, and Dobromyslova has it all to do. She's got to win the 3 remaining legs in order to secure victory. Well, if you're going to set out on a mission, why not start with a magical maximum?
Yep, that got the place shaking, that one. Yeah, all the pre-match hype, the pre-tournament hype was about a potential showdown between Dita Hedman and Anastasia Dobromyslova. How Lorraine Winstanley would love to spoil those particular headlines and make some of her own. Quite capable. We keep mentioning the former champions. Lorraine is one of them.
Yes, that's right.
Picked up the title 3 years ago.
100.
And throwing extremely well. I think she's actually improved since she had that very, very poor 3rd leg. And then she came back with a 16 darts.
140.
And since then, she has been magnificent. Mind you, this is a terrific leg from the Russian. 9 darts thrown, 121 wanted, but Winstanley ain't gonna go away. Great 140 from her. 1-2-1, treble 17 for the bull. Bullseye for a 1-2-1 finish. A 12-darter leaves it now on 25. What an effort that was.
Well, what a shot that would have been for Winstanley to take the match. We saw a near miss for Anastasia. There you go, she would have hit the ball, just proving to us all. Leaves 31, but Anastasia to save the match, double 8.
Yeah,
she's done it. What a leg, John. 14-dart finish from Anastasia Dobromyslova. But it was only a holder throw. How she'd love a 14-dart leg here.
You're right, because as you say, she just did what she was hoping to do, and that is hold her throw. She couldn't afford to. As I mentioned, she had to win all 3 remaining legs. She started that leg with a 180 and finished it very impressively as well. Almost finished it with the bull. But super stuff from Dobromyslova. But Winstanley, you know, she's been impressive in this match.
60.
And, it's what a leg. But Winstanley wins it, she's in the final. Loses it, we go the distance. It's all on the last leg, and you just feel now that Dobromyslova is calling on all those resources that she has. Really quality darts coming now from her.
Yep, she was down to 1-2-1 after 9 darts in the previous leg, ended up going out in 14. What could she do here? Could she go even better? She will. She's had 2 140s.
140.
Make that 3.
3 140s, leaves 81 after 9. This is why she is such a spectacular tournament winner these days. Turning the screw when she really has to, when up against it, producing the goods. 62 left. She's going to go for bull possibly, I think. Oh, what a way! What a way to get 81! She didn't have to go that way, but a brilliant 12-dart leg. And now at 4 apiece, this game can go either way, although you've got to say, Dobromyslova there, 12 darts, 81 finish on the bull, and that's what ladies darts is all about these days, Richard. I know the great players have been able to produce it over the years, but look at that, 14 and 12, under pressure, having to win.
60.
Absolutely terrific, and she's kept it going in this final leg. Starts off with a level ton with an advantage, and it seems right now there's going to be no stopping her. She's focused on that treble 20. The first visit in almost 3 legs that she hasn't hit a treble.
4-2 down. Should have said it ain't over for Dobromyslova.
60.
And it wasn't. 2 magnificent legs. And in a way, Lorraine Winstanley's done little wrong. It's just that this girl has been absolutely brilliant.
41.
A few minutes. Well, Ara flinging her fortune.
Well, we've just seen the first real slip there from Anastasia. 41. Now,
60.
Lorraine's thrown steady darts in this leg, but unfortunately for her, not one has hit the treble 20. She's hit 9 single 20s. It's Anastasia back in the treble.
95.
Almost a ton in front, well over a ton in front after that.
Yes, Winstanley has produced some big scores during this match. Needs one now.
100.
Ton may not be enough. It's handy. But somehow got to get her nose in front and get to that double first. Dobromyslova though won't relent. Brilliant, brilliant darts again. 120 scored, 85 left. Oh, 28 left. 177 scored. She is in imperious mood at the moment. Superb form from Dobromyslova, and she was in trouble at 4-2 down.
Well, this has been a great performance from the 2011 champion, but we're looking at the twice former winner now, looking to take the match. 8-8 to take it. 5-4. Still a chance for Winstanley.
There is still a chance. 121.
And we saw Anastasia miss this narrowly before.
We did. Treble 17. Unlucky. Now you've got to hope. You've got to hope. That's a great last dart. Leaves 24. So it means now that Dobromyslova has to take this out. Right on the wire. You won't get closer. That's down to double 2 now. Oh, it's missed, and now Winstanley with that brilliant last visit gives herself a chance of double 12 for the match and a place in the final. She does it. That was a fantastic contest. Two brilliant players on that hockey, and in the end Dobromyslova coming back brilliantly but not quite able to finish it off, and so it's going to be Lorraine Winstanley and